All right, let's talk about one of those little things that drives pretty much everyone crazy. That endless wait for hot water. But what if I told you we could turn that frustration into like instant satisfaction, right at your faucet? That's what we're diving into today.
I mean, you know the drill, right? You turn on the shower, you head to the kitchen sink, and you just wait. And you're literally watching perfectly good, clean water just rush down the drain. It feels like such a waste of time and, honestly, a huge waste of water.
But what if that entire wait could just disappear? Yeah, seriously. That daily frustration, it actually has a surprisingly simple and honestly pretty elegant fix that's probably hiding right under your nose. Or, well, in your plumbing system.
So, let's go ahead and meet the hero of our story, the hot water recirculating pump. This little gadget is the key, the secret sauce to getting hot water exactly when you want it. No more waiting.
So what exactly is this thing? Well, to put it simply, it's a pump that you install right into your plumbing, and its one and only job is to keep hot water constantly moving through your pipes in this continuous loop. That way, warm water is always just inches away from your faucet, ready to go the second you need it.
Okay, so how does this little device pull off such a huge change in your day-to-day life? How does it get you from wait to instant? Well, the whole concept is actually really clever, but it's also surprisingly simple. So let's break it down.
It really all comes down to creating a loop. See, the pump creates a return path for the water, usually from the faucet that's farthest away from your water heater, and it sends it all the way back. Then, it just gently, continuously pushes that hot water through this new loop. So what's the result? Well, instead of the water just sitting there getting cold in the pipes, hot water is always circulating, always waiting for you right near the tap. Pretty smart, huh?
Now, I know what you might be thinking. Does it running a pump all the time waste a ton of energy? And that is a fantastic question. The great thing is, modern systems have a brilliant answer for that. They use these smart controls, things like timers or even temperature sensors, so the pump only runs when you actually need it. Maybe that's in the morning before work, or maybe it just kicks on when it senses the water in the pipes is starting to cool down. It's not just running 24/7.
And look, this is about way more than just getting hot water a little faster. This kind of upgrade brings a whole bunch of real, tangible benefits to your home, to your wallet, and hey, even to the environment.
So let's just quickly look at the 4 big wins here. First, obviously, you get faster hot water. Second, you conserve a ton of water. Third, you can actually see real energy and cost savings. And fourth, it just makes your home that much more comfortable. Let's dig into each of these.
Okay, so benefit number 1, the most obvious one, the immediate convenience. Just think about those crazy, hectic mornings when literally every single minute counts. Getting hot water instantly? Well, it's not just some small luxury, it's a real deal time saver that can totally streamline your whole routine.
All right, next up is a massive one, water conservation. Seriously, every single second you're waiting for that hot water, clean, usable water is just going straight down the drain. If you get rid of that wait, an average family can end up saving something like 12,000 gallons of water a year. I mean, that's incredible. It's great for the planet, and it can definitely make a real dent in your water bill.
Okay, now let's talk energy. I know it seems counterintuitive, right? Adding a pump must use more energy. And yeah, the pump itself does use a little bit of electricity, but these modern systems are incredibly efficient. And when you think about the energy your big water heater saves by not having to constantly heat up brand new ice-cold water from the main line, well, you often come out ahead. You can actually see real energy savings over time. And finally, all of this just adds up to a simple, undeniable upgrade to your quality of life. I mean, having a consistent, on-demand supply of hot water just makes everything, from taking a shower to washing dishes to doing laundry, that much easier and more pleasant. It's one of those comforts that really does make a difference every single day.
So, are you convinced this might be the right move for you? Awesome. But hold on. Before you run out and buy one, let's go over a few key things you absolutely need to consider to make sure you get the perfect system for your home.
First things first, you got to take a look at your current setup. You need to get a handle on your home's plumbing layout. Is it a really long run from the water heater to the master bathroom? You'll also want to double-check that the pump you're looking at is compatible with your water heater, whether it's gas, electric, or even tankless. And finally, you'll need to figure out if you need a dedicated return line installed or if one of those retrofit systems that uses your existing cold water pipe will do the trick.
Okay, so when you're looking at specific models, there are really 3 main things to keep your eye on. First, the pump size and its flow rate. This has to match your home's needs or it just won't be effective. Second, look for models with super efficient motors to really maximize those cost savings. And finally, like we talked about, those smart controls are key. Whether it's a timer, a sensor, or an on-demand button, that's what's going to make sure the system performs at its best.
So, here's the bottom line, the most crucial point. You can't just grab any old pump off the shelf and expect magic to happen. Taking the time to select the right model for your specific home and then making sure it's installed correctly, that is absolutely the key to unlocking all those amazing benefits we've been talking about.
And that really leaves us with one final question for you to think about. When you weigh that upfront investment against the daily convenience, the incredible water savings, and the potential energy cost reduction over time, is this the kind of upgrade that makes sense for your home? It's definitely something to consider. Thanks so much for joining me for this one.